okay, what does it mean to remand someone in custody? That means that the court can put you in jail effectively for either a couple of days, a couple of weeks, or a couple of months. And if that were to happen, you will be taken in custody from the courthouse, brought into the custody area and down to the cells of the courtroom, and taken from there to the prison, either by the guards or by prison officers inside in court. You're then taken to the local prison, to the court that sentenced you or remanded you in custody, and you're kept there for those few days or weeks or months. Once you're brought into prison, before you go into the prison, rather, you're searched. Any phones, keys, implements, wallets are all taken off you before you go into the cell, and you will not be allowed to have those items when you're inside in prison. When you're inside in prison, you'll be searched again and then placed into a cell, sometimes on your own, sometimes with other people, depending on the level of threat that you pose or the level of threat that might be visited upon you by other inmates. In some cases, if the offence for which you've been remanded in custody is a notorious, very serious offence, you'll be cordoned off or kept in what's known as protection status within the prison, where you will not be able to mingle with other prisoners and they will not be able to come into contact with you. This might be because of the notoriety of the offence for which you've been remanded in custody for, or who you are anyway. If you're a well-known person, you could come under threat from people inside in prison who may wish to make some kind of a name for themselves by attacking you. But in most cases, the remand is for a period of days or weeks. Sometimes the higher courts, the circuit courts, will put people on remand in custody where they don't think they want to perhaps jail them for a period of many months or years, but they want them to feel what it's like to be on the inside of a cell. In other words, a jail for the courts, in some cases, for some people who are perhaps repeat offenders, jail can be something that concentrates the mind. And so when a person is remanded in custody, they're brought back. One of the things the judge might ask them is, well, how did you find being inside in jail? And of course, that person will be, quite upset, quite appalled at being inside in jail, and they won't want to go back there, which will have a kind of a steadying effect on how they behave themselves going forward. So, in effect, sometimes the remand in custody is to allow a person to feel the punishment without getting an extraordinary punishment of weeks, months, or years in jail.